Hello everybody, this is Graeme Anderson from Four Corners of the Board, and today I'm going to be looking at Strange Vending Machine. Now I'm sure many of you have not heard about this game, but hold on. Before you make a judgment call on this game based solely on its obscurity, let me tell you a little more about this family weight drafting game. Now it's from a publisher in Taiwan, and I only happened across it because my friend and I were looking at random games from Board Game Geek to see if there were any obscure games that looked interesting. Now I came across this one and it piqued my interest. You have little cardboard vending machines, and it says in the description one of the main mechanisms is either picking up a vending machine and buying the food, or giving it a shake and deciding where they want to take the coins inside. So that sounded just weird, but interesting enough for me to try and track down a copy of this game so I could give this mechanism a try. So, was it worth my effort? Let's get it to the table to see how it's played, then we'll come back to my final thoughts on Strange Vending Machine. So here are all the components for Strange Vending Machines. There are two play modes with slightly different combination of components, so I'll quickly describe how to play both of them. Now the first variation is
the Muscle Man's Purchase Challenge.
You'll need the vending machines, 70 of the normal coins, and the food cards that go with this mode. Each player starts with one vending machine and 8 coins. All the cards are dealt out to the players face down, and they'll take the top card of their deck and turn it face up in front of them. This is going to be their starting card. Next, place the rest of the deck in the vending machine so that you can only see the food picture. All players will then add 2 coins to the vending machines from the general supply and pass the machine to the person on the right, and the game starts. All players play simultaneously. Each player will perform one action. They can either buy food from the vending machine. If the color of the food matches the color of the vending machine, then it will cost 2. If the colors are different, it will cost 3 coins. You'll just take the coins and put them in the vending machine. If you do not want or cannot buy the card, you have 2 options. Either put one of your food cards back in the vending machine as the first food and take all the money from the vending machine, or do nothing with the cards at all and just take 1 coin from the general supply. Once all players have taken their action, pass the vending machine to the person on your right. This will continue until one player has 5 cards in front of them, or the last food item is bought from ending vending machine. Then each player takes one last turn, and we go to final scoring. So it is possible to end up with 6 cards in front of you in this mode. Now you're going to score points for sets of food. You'll either want all one food or all different foods. You'll score 4 points per card. If you have 3 or 4 sets of foods, you're going to score 2 victory points per card. And if you have 2 or 5 sets of food, you're going to be scoring 3 points per card. You'll also score for having the same color, an additional 2 points for having all the same color, an additional 1 point for having 2 colors, and no additional points for 3 or more colors. If you match the same type of food, each set is worth 5 points. If you match the food and the color, then the set is worth 8 points. Then, finally, for every 2 coins, you get a point. And whoever has the most points is the winner. Now let's quickly look at the other game mode.
Ingredients and Recipes of the Mysterious Wizard.
Again, you'll use all 6 vending machines, but this time only a subset of the coins based on the number of players, and this time you're going to be including the fake coins. And finally, you're going to be taking the appropriate cards that go with this mode. Now these cards have slightly more information on them, they will have a cost, and the recipe that is essentially the end of game scoring. There are 6 types of end of game food scoring, and each food will score using the same mechanism, but maybe not the same quantity. For example, the red cards, that's the lizard apple juice, they will always score for sets of the same type of ingredient. But this one is going to score you 5 points for 2 of the same ingredient, and this one is 10 points for 3 of the same ingredient. So you're going to shuffle and split the cards into 6 decks and put them into the vending machines and place all of them in the middle. Mix the coins together based on the player count. For this example, we're using 4 players, so that's 56 normal coins and 12 fake coins. And randomly place 2 coins in each vending machine, then each player will take a number of coins based on the player count. Since this is a 4-player game, each player will take 14 coins. Now this version of the game will go in player order. The active player will select one of the vending machines, and once they've picked it up, they have to take an action with that machine. They will either buy the food that is showing and place it face down in front of them, or take all the coins from the vending machine. If you buy the food, you can use any combination of real or fake coins. Now the game is going to end when one player buys their 5th food card. All the other players take one more action. Then we go to the final coin shake, where the person with the most gold cards will take one vending machine and take all the coins. Then the player with the second most will do the same until all players with at least 1 gold card have taken a vending machine, with the final scoring. Each fake coin is worth -1 point. You'll then count up the points from the different types of cards, and each ingredient can be scored multiple times, just not on the same card. Then, whoever has the most points is the winner. Let's get back to the table to see what I thought about Strange Vending Machines.
So, that was definitely different. Let's talk about theme and components. The theme for the two different modes is, well, unique to say the least. But I love the names of the modes. You know, the Muscle Man's Purchase Challenge and Ingredients and Recipes of the Mysterious Wizards, but they have nothing to do with the gameplay itself. The theme is non-existent and could even mean anything really to do with buying stuff from vending machines. So as for the components, you know what, I was impressed. The vending machines themselves come pre-assembled and are of high quality. All the times I played, none of them have been damaged in any way, and the box holds them all safely, so there's no fear of them being crushed. The cards are easy enough to distinguish from each other, and the game is from Taiwan, but it's nice that the card names are in English. And it's not necessary, but as an English speaker, you know, you like to see that. And the iconography is language independent. Now, the quality of the cards maybe not be the high standard, like they're not linen finish, but they've held up well so far. The coins are nice. They're nice. They have a nice thick feel to them, and they just kind of feel good in the hands. Now for the rules. The rules aren't long, but there's some mistakes in the English rules, and the endgame scoring for the Muscle Man's Purchase Challenge took some interpretation. But honestly, once you played it, it just kind of made sense, and it could just be a translation thing. The rules for the other mode are more straightforward and left little to interpretation. Now on to the gameplay. As you can see from the walkthrough, this is not an overly complex game. It's definitely a family weight game, and there's nothing wrong with that as long as it's interesting for all players. And the Wizard mode, in my opinion, is much more interesting than the Muscle Man mode. The Muscle Man mode is more of a straightforward drafting game, but you can only see one card at a time. You either buy it, or take one of your cards and put it back and take all the coins, or just take a coin from the supply. If you don't want the card, and there's a card that you can just get rid of, you know, give that box a shake to see whether it's worthwhile putting the card back. The tension really comes down to when is the game going to end? Will you be able to get the cards you need to complete the set? And there is some slight strategy to pushing your luck, but not a lot of it. It's a fun little game that's probably forgettable in the long run. Now the Wizard mode, though, offers more complexity with some of the card combos, but to me adds much more fun to the game. You can buy any of the 6 face-up cards in front of you from the vending machines, but you don't know the full power of the card until you buy it. If you have 2 ingredients that are the same, and I see a red card, I should probably buy it, but it might require a 3rd ingredient to get the full points. And since the cards are face down in front of you, you need to be paying attention to what the other people buy. Now, I saw she bought a red card, but I don't know which one she has. Is she going to be fighting for the same components I need? And if you need coins, you need to be watching what machines other people have been buying from. You don't want to waste a turn to pick up a machine and shake it and realize there's no coins or very few coins in it. And the cards you do have, you want to make sure that there's some synergy between the cards. Getting red cards, which require sets, and green cards, which require different food, is probably not a good strategy to end up with. Now, the end of the game scoring is a little more complex in this mode. Just you have to make sure that all your cards get counted, so all the combinations come off. But it's fine once you've done it once, you kind of know how the cards work. Now, I don't think that this is some deep strategic game, because it's definitely not. But with that being said, I enjoyed all my playthroughs, and seeing adults pick up these little vending machines and kind of give me a little shake to see whether it's worth foregoing buying the card or getting all the cards inside is always entertaining. So, would I recommend this game? If it's easily accessible to you and you're looking for a light, entertaining game to play with the family, or you want something that definitely has people look at you from the other tables as you intently shaking the little vending machine, then I would say yes. It's also one that I say if you saw at a con, definitely sit down and try it. Now, I'm glad I got this game, and as silly and as quirky as it is, I can say I've enjoyed my plays of it. But that's it for the moment. Until next time, thanks for watching.
Thanks so much for watching another Dice Tower video. If you enjoy our videos, subscribe to the channel for more fun, comprehensive board game coverage. Also, consider joining us at one of our events. Come to Dice Tower Retreat, a small, intimate gathering where gaming is king. Join us for Dice Tower Cruise, the largest board game cruise. Attend Dice Tower West in Las Vegas for gaming fun on the West Coast, or Dice Tower East in Orlando, in sunny Florida. Dice Tower Conventions, the friendliest gaming conventions on Earth. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.